Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Outcast, the podcast. You got to say the whole damn thing. And today I have a very, very, very special guest with me. This guy right here put fear in his opponents. He's a boxer. He's a Detroit boxer. Matter of fact, he's about to be global. This man is, 5-0 right now?
Yes, sir.
5-0,
Yes, sir.
going on 6-0. Man, let me hit it. Let me tell y'all something, man. Look, take this shit serious. Look, his first pro debut fight as a pro, the motherfucker didn't even want to come out the fucking locker room. He was that scared. I'm surprised he even came to the weigh. Is that the one that you scared at the weigh-in?
Yeah.
You put because at the weigh-in, okay. But we gonna get into his story. But at the weigh-in, I seen the video. And the dude was, he came out and he tried to shake your hand. You said, I don't do that shit, something like that. And he was like, he was like, he not friendly. I was looking like, oh man, that shit was crazy, man. Just seeing that, man. But what's up, Vernon Weber, man? How you feel?
I feel good, you know.
Man, it's a long time coming. You were supposed to be on the pod I believe like 6 months ago. I probably hit you up and I was gonna do the pod with you, but then I was like, I wasn't there yet. I wasn't in position to do something like this, and I was like, let me get in position first before I bring him on. Especially since now this is the first visual podcast. This is Outcast, the podcast. It's on YouTube, so. But I have been podding for a minute. But man, I'm happy to have you on here, man.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure, man.
Man, you dripped out too, glistening and all that, man. Woo,
special occasion.
Yeah, special occasion, man. For real. But on this podcast, man, I wanted to really sit down and talk to you about not just being the boxer, but the person that you are now. Like, and I think when I think back on boxing, because I watch a lot of boxing now. I just got into it like 2 years ago, and then I started like gravitating to it. I don't know if you heard about like the social media boxing going on and stuff. First of all, you'll knock everybody out on every single one. Easily will beat everybody. But I got into it, and then I started after you made your pro debut. That's when I started getting into you and your adventure in this whole boxing realm. But we're going to start from the beginning, man. Like, what was life like for you growing up and everything? Like,
it was rough. It was real rough, you know.
Yeah.
Mom raised family. Didn't come with a pops at all. Still don't, to this day, don't know. Had a real rough life into
what was rough?
Living situation, eating, just not knowing. It's the unknown, really, what it really was.
Yeah.
And at that time, you really didn't know that it was that bad until you grew up and realized how bad it really was, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I grew up like that, and then finally we got taken away from. Actually, we got taken away from my parents.
Wow.
My mom.
Yeah.
My dad was never in a situation. Never. To this day, I don't know who he is.
Are you? Would you look for him, or you like? No, I forget that.
Yeah. I don't hold grudges, but I'm already a grown man. My whole family. I ain't worried about that, man.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we actually got taken away from my mom and put into foster care, where I stayed in for, I want to say about 3-4 years until I got put into my with the Webers. That's why I'm Vernon Weber now.
Uh-huh.
And then ever since then, it's still rough because you know it's not.
So you're not with your mom.
Oh no.
Wow.
Yeah. No.
Where your mom at now? Do you know?
Oh yeah, no. She passed away when I was actually in 12th grade. But since it was a closed adoption, I wasn't able to see her, and I didn't even know she passed away until I was almost 22 years old. So,
do you know how?
Drugs.
Drugs.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she never could break the habit. And that's the reason we got taken, because she couldn't break the habit. We had a chance to go back, but you know, you hooked. And she couldn't break it. So.
And then you made the transition to this new home. Mm-hmm. As a kid growing up, like seeing that change. What was that like? Like, okay, I'm not with my mom no more.
Since we, like I said, I was in a foster care for 3-4 years.
Yeah.
we was bouncing from house to house, like temporary houses, what it was, until they put you actually in a foster home. After told me temporary houses you go to, they just put you in a house with about 14, 15 other kids that don't got nowhere to go, basically.
Yeah.
So we stayed there for about almost a year until we met a couple other families. But what happened was, it's me and my brother. So they asked us, did we want to get split up? Of course we didn't. That's all we had at that point. We only got each other. So
Yeah.
we decided we didn't want to be split up. Now, it's only a decision between us, but at the same time, they got to do what they got to do to get kids out of there. So we was actually about to get split up right before the Webbers decided to take both of us. So if they never came in that situation, me and my brother, we would have been split up too. You know, it would have been a journey to find him.
Man.
But yeah, that's how that went. But the transition, we were so used to bad family after bad family after bad family.
So you went to multiple families before you made it to the Webbers?
3 or 4 of them, yup.
Wow.
Yup.
Well, y'all was together during all those times.
Yup. Me and my brother was together the whole time, basically. And then,
They say a lot about the foster care, because my wife actually was taken from her parents, and her, I don't know, she'd probably be okay with me telling the story, and she went through the same thing, and the way she described it's like, it's terrible. The foster care system is terrible.
Yup.
Man, so did you have any stories from it that transpired that you can remember before you got to the Webbers that transpired throughout going through all them houses?
So yeah, like you said, it's terrible because you entering a family that most of them already got kids too. Remember, so and at that age, me and my brother was young, so a lot of the families had kids that were older.
Yeah, talking to the mic a little closer.
Some of those kids were older.
Yeah.
So when you get to a family, a brand new family, you a young kid, they don't want you in their house. You know.
Yeah, they like, who is this?
Yeah. You taking away from them now. They don't want you there. And especially when they about 14, 15-year-olds, they already got the mindset of, who are these kids? We don't want them here type thing. So when the mom and dad will actually leave to go to work, actually one of the dads was like a DJ or something, so he would travel for work a lot. And the mom would work during the day I forgot what she did.
Yeah.
But we had to come after school and we had to stay with the older kids, which was like, I think she's 15, 16 years old. And the shit we experience is just wild. I'm talking about we'd come home from school, we try to eat, go outside and eat grass. I'm like, and as a kid, yeah.
Wow.
We did type shit like that.
And these were the kids, the other kids.
The older kids, the ones supposed to be watching us, you know. Until the mom came home from work. I think she got home like around 5 or 6, but that 5 or 6 o'clock felt like forever. You know, you stuck with them for 3 hours, 2 hours.
And they just disrespect you.
Oh, the whole time. Sit there, sit in your room. Like, I'm hungry as hell. Go ahead, go in your room, chill there. You sit there like, can I watch TV? They come in, do 100 push-ups just to get a good laugh. Do 100 push-ups. And that's why I got so damn strong too. So I mean, I took the bad with the good at the same time though. So it made me who I am today. So.
What they say with boxers, I have never seen or heard of a boxer that had a great background.
Mm-hmm.
Like growing up, it's always been tough for them.
Right.
And you said you okay, so you made the transition. You went through those type of homes. You get to the Webbers.
Mm-hmm.
How is that? How's that growing up there?
See, this time it was better. You know, it was a lot better because they adopted before, so the kids in the house was already used to it. My older brother TJ, he was real.
Yeah.
He brought us in like, all right, let's go. First day we got there, actually, I like to eat. To the day they made us these big old subs, not, you know. And like I just said, I came from a house where they was telling me to go eat grass.
Yeah.
You know? So when I got this big old sub in front of me, man, my eyes lit up like, this for me. And at the time, like, I still took care of my brother. Like, that's who even though I was still 8, 9, 10 years old, my first thing was to take care of my brother still. That's who I had to look after. So they put it in front of me. I'm like, I cut it in half, trying to give him his piece. They're like, no, that's yours. He got his own. So I'm like, okay. 8, went back outside. They got a basketball court out there. That's actually the first time I actually got to play basketball.
Yeah.
So I'm out there shooting the ball, playing with my older brother named TJ, my sister Sarah, and then my brother Rico. We all out there playing. We having a good time. And then at the time in foster care, it's called like a test trial. So we got to spend a day with them, and then we had to go back at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So at the time of the day, we like, nah, we don't want to leave, But we had to go back because they had to get the paperwork, everything situated, see if we actually liked the family. Because that was basically our last trial before we went different ways, And we didn't even know that at the time. We had no idea. So thank God it worked out that way.
So how did you find out that it was your last trial?
The Weber told us. They told us like, yeah, they're gonna split y'all up, and we decided we was gonna take both of y'all. I said, wow. It was actually my dad's decision because he said I want 2 boys, and I want them to be brothers.
And that's what he. Wow, man, that's crazy. I would have never thought that you went through that type of thing, but it made you stronger in a way because you deal with things differently. So as you grew up with the Webers, and what was the way you talk about your dad? It seemed like your dad was more of a. Was he more of a hey, I'm gonna let my boys do what they gotta do type pops? Like, okay, what we gonna do? You want to do this? You want to do that? We gonna work towards that type pops.
Yeah.
So what is some of the things that you learned from him? Even though he's not your biological dad, but that's your pops. That's the man that trained you. So what is some of the things that you learned from him, and then what is some of the things that you learned from the mom?
Okay.
Your mom.
Pops, I'm talking about straightforward. No capping. He gonna tell you how you feel when you feel it. There's no bullshit with him.
Yeah.
I don't like you. I don't like you. Simple. You lazy. You lazy. Like he not.
You don't sugarcoat shit.
He not sugarcoat. From the South, he ain't bullshitting. When he say it, he mean it too.
Yeah.
I learned to respect that. Even though when I was younger, I'm like, he mean as hell. This nigga mean. But I was always what I gained from him is hard work. I'm talking this man every day, 5 o'clock in the morning, cooking him a fresh breakfast that I used to be mad about. Listen, I used to be mad about. I'm like, this motherfucking eat eggs, bacon, toast, and shit in the morning. I gotta make up, eat some Frosted Flakes, and mad as hell about it. But what I didn't understand then, I understand now.
Okay.
So he instilled really.
What did you understand by that? Like, what didn't you understand? Like that. What didn't you understand then about him waking up earlier and then getting himself together and then you having to wake up and eat cereal? What you find out?
So what I really found out was what it taught me was organizing your time. You get up late, you can't do that. You can't make that breakfast. You gotta settle with whatever you got. That if I got 5 minutes, I gotta grab a cereal bar and leave. That's what I got. But if I get up an hour earlier, I can make that breakfast. I can take my time. I can enjoy something, and that's what that installed me into. But just his work ethic was crazy. The way he worked and still come home and still spend time with his family. That's why I didn't have the family growing up right away, But the way he took care of the whole family, one man, I'm talking about taking care of the family, working hard, still coming home, still appreciate seeing what we do, still caring about what we do. It made me realize that I always wanted to be a good dad. I can't what my dad did to me, I can never do to my kids. And then what this man, Mr. Weber did was completely different. Caring, loving, straightforward, and hardworking at the same time. Changed me to me doing the same thing, So, and I feel like if I didn't have that, if I didn't see that, I wouldn't know what that was. We a lot of times we do what we see.
Yeah.
So if I didn't have no father, I'm like, how would I be in my daughter's size right now if I didn't see that back?
You wouldn't even know how to father.
Right.
So you learned. He gave you he set the example of how to be a great father, and he showed you how to be strict, and then it applied. And I'm just hearing what you're saying. It applies to everything that you are now. Just strict with boxing. From what I see on social media, you're a great dad with your daughters, your beautiful daughters, and man, that's great, man. That's really, really fantastic. Right. And you say That's crazy because that's why I when I heard you talk about the breakfast, waking up early in the morning, how he get the breakfast, because he got up early in the morning. That man get up, he be like, I'm gonna get my eggs and my toast and stuff in, and then you wake up last minute, you get the cereal because you got no time. So he teach you how to be strict with time and understand that time is a gift and you got to use it the right way. So what about your mom?
And then honestly, what I learned from my mom, I looked at her. How she took care of my dad, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of men don't got a strong woman at home to take care. Even though my mom she worked too. She just retired actually. She just retired, so she still worked too, but she still took care of my dad. I'm talking about she took care of all of us because, like I said, my dad got up in the morning at 5 o'clock in the morning, make her his breakfast, you know. But I'm talking about weekends, she cooked 3 meals a day. And I'm talking about healthy, I don't want to say healthy, South meals, you know.
Yeah, of course.
The down South meals, but she had to cook for eight people, you know. And you cooking for 8 people, but you also cooking enough because, you know, we grown boys, we want we want seconds, we want thirds sometimes, you know. So she working hard, she making sure my dad okay, she making sure he able to do what he want to do. So she was basically his backbone. Even though he didn't have to worry about cleaning the house, he didn't have to worry about nothing besides loving his kids. And she was the backbone when he had those tough times, and you could see it on his face. She was right there by him, you know.
Wow.
On top of that working, so she really taught me like you gotta. It's a partner thing. You need a
partnership. Yeah.
You need somebody there too. Anything he couldn't do, she was there to do for him, you know. So I like that. That's what she taught me. Just get a strong partner, somebody that's gonna go through your ups and downs with you, financially, mentally, physically, whatever is going on with your life. Have somebody that's there that's gonna stick by you regardless. And yeah.
So what's the relationship between? So you had your brother with you when you went to go live with the Webbers, and then you acquired a new brother and a new sister. What's your relationship with your brothers and your sister like?
Oh, we all still good. We all had to go our stuff. We all grown, got our own jobs, stuff like that. But we actually all in the family group chat, so we all still know what's going on.
Man, I'm so jealous of the group chats, man. My wife in one. My wife has had the family group chat. My somebody else that I knew got a family. My dad got one with his brothers. Man, my brother says we don't have a family group. I tried to do it. Then they got my brother and my sister is like hot water and ice. Like soon as it's over. Like. But they got the best relationship ever. But as soon as it's over. But man, I'm so goddamn jealous of these group chats. But that's cool, man. That's real cool.
We both jealous because honestly, I be so busy. By the time I get to the group chat,
they done had a full conversation.
They got 112 messages. I'm looking at my phone like, what?
Yeah.
I'm too damn late anyway. So a lot of times I don't get to really be in a group chat, but you know I still get to look through and see what's going on. If they got an event coming up, if they want to do something like actually this. I'm taking my kids to go see the new Avatar 2.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to meet up with my brother TJ. He got an Airbnb downtown. He wanted me to come through, so I'm going to come through for that too. So
okay.
That's how I can still check up on stuff through there.
Yeah.
You know.
Just spending the time. So you with the Webbers, you start school with them. So what was school like?
School was different because I came from DPD, but when you jumping from school to school to school, you know, different districts, you learn different things. And when I was in the DBD, I actually got double promoted, right?
Okay.
Thought I was smart as hell. Came out to Warren Consolidated Schools. Didn't learn that. I just didn't learn the stuff that we was out there. I was just at that level yet. So school actually ended up being difficult for me in the beginning. Like super tough. I was behind on everything. I just didn't know nothing. And then also being a new kid coming to a school, they don't know you. You didn't go to pre-K, K, 1, 2, 3, and 4 with them. I came here in the 5th grade. Yeah. So I didn't know nobody. So, you know, and I'm still in my shell because of what happened previous.
Of course.
Schools,
trauma
houses,
and everything that you.
I always been quiet.
Yeah.
Even when you see me at work,
used to yourself.
To myself, I'm just chilling.
You was shadow boxing in the corner though.
Right.
No, he wasn't, y'all. But no, you was you was definitely to yourself, more to yourself, and do you say you still like that until you get into that ring, and that's when that that other person.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's what comes out of you, that anger that you feel from no matter of fact, we jumping. So school, what was school like? We're gonna stay in the beginning. What was school like?
So school was, like I said, the learning aspect was tough until I had to work my way all the way back to where they was at.
Yeah.
So I got put in programs. I got put in speech because I couldn't certain words I just couldn't say.
Yeah.
They put me in all kind of programs for me to catch up. And then when I finally caught up, school started going good. I started making a couple friends. And then those friends ended up being my friends through middle school.
Yeah.
And we all played sports, and so school ended up being good. But like I said, and I made friends through basketball, playing basketball playground time.
Yeah.
Obviously going through school. I was tough. I was still strong. I just, when you bouncing school to school, you gotta kind of have a chip on your shoulder, like. You ain't gonna fuck with me even though I'm new, type shit. So I always had that chip on my shoulder, like I won't be bullied by nobody.
Yeah.
I've been through that. Like, people try to pick on me, but I shut that shit down instantly. Like, coming from that. So we be out there playing pick 'em up, mess 'em up, shit like that. That's how I made my friends. Pick 'em up, mess 'em up, basketball.
Yeah.
On the playground, and then those actually stayed my friends for a while. But obviously we older now. We got our own lives. And that's how that went. But school.
And that was the same with high school?
Oh yeah, high school was even easier for me because, playing sports. I played I did basketball, baseball, track, football, and I was only even on the bowling team too.
Oh, you did bowling?
Yeah,
that's something different. That's different. I ain't never heard that before.
Yeah, I did. I tried to play everything, honestly, and I played all 4 years of all those sports, and then I'm not the best one, but I would try to jump on a swimming team. I try to do everything in high school, honestly. So when you play all the sports, high school come out easier, like socially.
Yeah, because you get to socially talk to other people, talk to people playing sports and stuff like that.
Grade-wise, I was always on my grades, so I was never really worried about that. But yeah, high school was easy.
How was you? Because what sports stuck out the most?
In high school, I actually played football. Was what everybody see me the best at. And that's what I like the best. That's what I like the most too. This is physical. It was physical at the time. Now football getting soft.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, so it's physical at the time. So I was running back. I was good at it. Even though baseball was my first sport, football was my favorite sport.
Yeah.
So that's why I was the best at football. And that's what I played college for.
Oh, you went to college for football?
For football, yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I got
scholarship?
Yeah, like a scholarship, Bowling Green. So I got to play there, and then ended up hurting myself. I played with a league called RPFL. It was like a D league for football. Got another shot to actually go try out with the Detroit Lions. So I went through their practice program and got cut. And then I went to the CFL to do with the Saskatchewan Rough Riders.
Okay.
Did their program, and then ended up hurting again. And that's how I actually started boxing.
So what made you transition over to boxing? What made you choose boxing?
So I actually wanted to do boxing when I was in high school. Like when I was doing all that stuff, it was a dude in my school. He used to walk around with a crunk jacket on and had the gloves hanging. And I could just see how he walked different. Like he knew he was
deadly. Yeah. Like anybody can get it.
Anybody can get it. Like I seen how he walked, and I wanted to walk like that too. Yeah. Even though I was physically strong, I knew I got the heart. I'm gonna fight regardless. I'm not gonna lose. That's how I always felt. Like we get into fight. That's how any man gonna feel. You get into a fight.
Of course.
You're not gonna say, yeah, he could beat my ass. So I still felt like, so even though he had that crunk outfit on, all that stuff, I'm like, and I used to say this shit all the time. You say, oh, that boxing shit on me, nothing. I don't care what he know. Now looking back, dog probably would have gave it to me. You know what I mean?
He said, nah, things have changed, motherfucker.
Things changed.
Yeah.
Because I know that boxing do mean something.
Yeah.
It absolutely means something. So I just like the way he walked. I like the way how he carried himself. I like I just like how he just knew that he was the baddest one in that school.
Yeah,
honestly,
he was confident.
like, very confident, and I wanted to walk like that. And I was in high school, so when I seen that, I'm like, I want to learn how to fight. Like I want to learn how to do it the right way. I want to know the art of it, you know.
Yeah.
And my family, the Webbers didn't come from that, you know.
Yeah.
They like, nah, you want a concussion, you want to have brain damage.
Yeah, there is some fear to it. Yeah.
They
Football is about the same way, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You know,
you done got hurt twice.
But they just wasn't used to it, you know. They're not used to. And to this day, my mom only been to one of my fights, and that was my fourth professional fight. No amateur fights. She didn't come to none of those. My dad's not around to come around to them, but they were never boxing fans anyway. So
yeah,
I know it is what it is to me. But
okay, but you love the sport. So again, why boxing? What really was it? Just a kid seeing the kid with the confidence that made you do it, or was it like it's something? Was it deeper than that?
It was really that. It was that I seen the confidence, but it was also that I wanted to be able. I'm a protector. If I go out, even if I wasn't involved, say you my boy, I'm with you, and you get involved with something. I want before you swing, I'm already gonna go on his shit anyways. Just 'cause he's my boy. I always been a protector. My brothers, my sisters, anybody before they fight, I'm already fighting for them. You know.
Yeah.
I've always been that way. So I wanted to be able to protect not myself but the people around me too. And that was one of the main reasons I really wanted to do it. And I really wanted to learn the art of it. Everybody coming like I got power, but it's not. It was not.
It's not just about power. It's technique. It's skill.
And I wanted to learn that.
And how did you learn the art? What was you looking at? Who was you watching?
So, and the wild thing is, I never even watched boxing until I actually stepped in the gym for the first time. I went to a gym called Throwback Boxing in Mount Clemens. And that's actually the first time I've been to a real gym, and it looked like just like off a movie. You see the ring, it's not nothing fancy. It's just like, you could tell they in there getting in. Like it's just doghouse rules, you know. Every fighter in there they're fighters, you know.
Yeah.
So I walked in there and I knew that this is where I need to be, you know, type of thing. And that's when that's where I learned the art at through my first coach, Coach Ken. It was Coach Ken and Coach Sean. They really taught me all the stuff really to this day. And then I picked up on more through my new coach, Coach Jimmy, which is also who was working there too. And he just took my craft to a different level. I went in there already. The first day I walked in that gym, they put me in the ring.
I was gonna ask you that.
They put me in the ring with a pro. Everybody in the ring, everybody in the gym was scared to fight this dude.
Boy, you on some Creed shit? This is a movie.
I swear to God.
This nigga's Adonis.
First day I stepped in the ring, his name was DK. They told me, he said, get in the ring, see what you can do. Now, it's funny because I was actually talking to Mike right there. Yeah. And he was telling me that same story with him. He won the thing, and they told him, I guess it's just an old style way of doing it.
I feel like it's a tactic to see if you really bout this shit. So we're going to put you in the ring with the most dangerous person in here, put the fear in you, and see if you'll come back.
Right.
Wow.
Could have been that thing. Because, like I said, they put me in there, DK, everybody in there quiet. Everybody surrounded the ring. I'm like, hold on, who this man? You know?
You don't even know who he is.
I don't know who this man is. But he told me he was a pro.
Yeah.
He only had one fight at the time as a pro. So I'm like, okay. Remember, I still got that mindset of that boxing shit don't mean nothing. Bullshit.
Humble.
Now, what made them stick with me though is because I held my own on my first time ever really sparring at all, like really in a sanctioned fight almost. Like I knew what I was doing. I held my own. I caught him with good shots. He caught me with good shots. Now, what got me was I got gas. You know, people don't realize how hard it is to fight 3.5 minutes straight. And then after 2 minutes, you tired as hell. Yeah. So people are like, oh, 3.5 minutes ain't nothing. That 3.5 minutes feel like 30 minutes and everything, especially when it's your first time and you don't know, and you fighting with a pro. So the first we did 3 rounds too,
Yeah.
and I held my own all 3 rounds. And so afterwards he was like, "I'll train you." You know, he seen I had heart. A lot of people don't got the heart. They would have hopped their ass out after the first round.
Yeah.
I'm just not. I was never built like that.
How many rounds you did?
We ended up doing 4 rounds.
Woo.
4 rounds
For your first time in the ring?
First time with a pro. And dog is an animal. Now I tell you this too. If that was like a judge fight, I lost that fight clear as day, because he started catching me with some good shots, good body shots I didn't even know was like a thing. You know, he caught me in the liver, he caught me in my stomach. I was out of breath. I'm almost looking for help. You know.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. He should feel bad for you to be your first time in the ring, and he couldn't put you down. That he should feel bad. Like really.
Right.
That's insane.
But he could have, you know, he definitely could have. Like I said, he was catching with some good body shots. I'm sitting there like curling up and stuff, and then like I said, I don't got the skill yet. So Coach Ken actually paused it, like pause. He told me like quit turning over, because that's how he catching you. And after that, we finished the round and did 4 rounds, got out, and that's he said, "I want to work with you." And then he said, I turned into a monster. I'm talking about fuck. So I'm I do like revenge. Like I want my get backs.
Yeah.
So I want to say a year and a half later, I'm into boxing. I know what I'm doing. DK ended up walking back in the gym again.
Ooh.
Yeah. Get your head gear on.
Here we go.
Here we go. We get in the ring. We start off. I actually posted the video. It's off now though. It might be, you know how Facebook bring back your memory, so it might be pulling up sometime soon. But got his hair get on, stopped him. 1-2 hook, caught him with a good he threw something, I just caught him with a clean right. Boom, I seen his face right there. He didn't want none. Coach didn't know how to stop the fight, and ever since that day, I never see him coming at that gym again. Ever since then, I put a beating on dog, something crazy. And that's how I knew. I'm like, I'm meant for this, for real.
There's
a year and a half in.
There's a difference between. I was just talking to my son about talent and being gifted, and having the talent for it, being gifted, and then there's hard work. You had you have talent. You're gifted in this ring right here.
Right.
But as soon as you applied that hard work to it, it made you into an animal.
Right.
And it just gave you more and more power to build off of. Man, that's incredible. That's crazy, man. You definitely got the Adonis Creed story going on right now. But you came back and whooped that nigga ass, and he wanted. So you start loving boxing. You start studying boxing. Who you studying when you started?
Honestly, I started studying Tyson, because we got the same build. Same athleticism, and a lot of people come on saying, "Oh, you Tyson, you got that Tyson."
I see that in you, that Tyson in you, and I see that build, but you have so much more finesse than he do, and it's not saying Mike Tyson doesn't have finesse, but you can dance.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson straightforward, but you can be like, okay, I'm gonna give you this power, but I also can move around you. I can Muhammad Ali your ass.
Yeah.
I can sit here. I can tank Davis. I can who else? David Haney. I can do a lot of. You can do a lot of strategy. You could like Mike Tyson had one goal: attack.
Right.
And he knew how to attack. That's what made him great. But you got a lot of finesse. And so you watch Mike Tyson. What did you take apart from him?
I took that aggression, that straightforward. But like you just said, I had to add my own style to it too.
Yeah.
Which is and this Mike Tyson fought back when he was fighting people his size. The heavyweight division changed to a whole nother game. These new heavyweights, 260, 270, 6'7", 6'6", 6'9", And
that's all you fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So me being a small heavyweight, just touching 6 foot, 212, 210, I can, but I can't. But I gotta finesse it the way I do. That's why you said dance. Somebody actually, it's funny that you said that, because somebody today said, "No love don't fit you." They said they should call you Twinkle Toes. he said no joke. He said I seen you spar, because I went to Pontiac the other day to spar somebody. He said, I seen you fight for the first time. He said, I never seen a heavyweight that could move on their feet like that.
Yes.
He said the way you was bouncing around the ring, it's like you 120 pounds. I said we could do something else besides twinkle toes.
Twinkle toes. Don't let that get out. Don't let that get out.
I like where you're going with it though.
Yeah.
Because I do move a lot, and I do. Even when you see me showing Brandon today that you gotta move. You gotta be able to move. Yes, sir. Thank you. You gotta be able to move.
Yeah.
Because anybody can hit somebody that's coming forward. You gotta learn how to fight backwards too. And so I really learned that. I was watching Mike Tyson, but I was also watching lighter weights like Tony Harrison, another Detroit fighter. I was watching a lot of like Tank Davis. I was watching Ryan Garcia. I was watching what's the name? Pitbull Cruz. I was watching like Pitbull, like Tyson, he come forward too, but he got a little finesse to him. I was watching some Mexican fighters, Benavidez and stuff like that. Just trying to pick up from anybody and everybody.
How you feel about Canelo? How his game is?
I like it. Honestly, he getting a little older now, but that man's a monster. His defense is ridiculous. His angles is crazy.
And that's what I see. I see the head movement with you, like, and you're picking apart all these other fighters, and you're bringing it to one. And it's crazy because a lot of people say, okay, I fight just to the fight, but you wanted to learn the art of the fight. You wanted to really suck it in and actually understand the sport before you actually. The fact that you even got in the ring with a pro fighter, I can't believe it. I need to see the footage because you got in the ring for your first fight with a pro fighter just to test the water, and when you tested it, you realize I can do this shit. So as you go on, and how many amateur fights did you have?
About 60-something fights. 67 fights. I only been fighting for about 5 years now. And last year I've been a pro, so I only did amateur for about 4 years.
So you started last year, you became a pro.
This year.
This year you became a pro. And you are already 5-0.
Yep. You know.
Are you just like everybody putting these fights down? You just picking? I take that one. I take that one. I take that one. Like you just picking them up, like just putting fights in front of you. How does that even work?
How this work is it really go off your health too. You know.
Yeah.
As you see, my fights don't go long. I'm not wasting no energy.
The way you fought some big fella, not the black guy. It was a white guy. It was a big fella, white guy, and you just kept uppercutting the fuck out of this man, and then you hit him with a side body shot that put him down for good. You fighting dudes way bigger than you. Do you feel like you in like the wrong division? Because you're putting them down easily, but you're fighting dudes way bigger than you. What would you think you would compare as you go down a little bit, go down in weight?
Oh, it'd be bad.
Because you know how to dance too. That's the crazy part. So it's like it's very, very, very scary.
The good thing about this is too, actually for this next fight too.
Yeah.
They actually put a weight clause on it. Okay. So, because I'm in the transition of going down to cruiserweight. Okay. Which is 200. It's the top out, and you know I fluctuate right there, so I'll be on the heavier side of cruiserweight, and so they put a weight clause on it, 215. So I actually get to fight somebody my size this time. So it's gonna be a
hell yeah. Hell yeah.
It's gonna be good for me, bad, terrible for him. It's gonna be terrible for him, but it's you. I mean, you gonna see it first. You gonna be there.
You about to take the dude head off. Yeah. What's I think boxing is a crazy sport. It's you got to have some type of screw loose to get in the ring, and to sit there and say because if anybody don't know the rules, like it's okay for you to kill a man in boxing.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can actually take somebody's head off. What's your biggest fear? And do you go into the ring with any fear, or you like before, as soon as you step into the ring, you just become another person?
I always tell people that. As you see, I'm nice as hell. I'm a nice dude.
Nice as hell. This dude nice as hell. Do it look like he knocked niggas out?
Like I'm a nice dude. I ain't gonna lie. But I don't take no shit either. You know. Yeah. But I can talk to you. I take pictures with you. I had a dude come out. Oh my God, you know love can take pictures with.
How did that feel?
Oh, that felt good. It's crazy to still do it. And I told I was in a whole different town too, so I'm like when they came up to me, I'm like, oh yeah, what's up? You know, it's a good feeling. But when I get in that ring, I'm completely different. And it's like I know you asked earlier, like, do you feel like you get all your anger out in there?
Yeah.
It's not so much anger, but it's like I can't even explain it. It's like I just like it's like I could like it is my anger, but at the same time I can like just let my everything out. Like I'm just a different person now. Like I can just be myself 100% now. Like and I get so lost in it. Like it's damn near scary, you know. Like when I'm in that ring, when you come to the fight to this because you're on 30th, it's 4,000 people there screaming and yelling. I can't even hear them. I'm so focused on taking this man's face off that I'm not focused on that. It's almost like a different world in there. Like I can't even tell you. It's just something you gotta be able to experience yourself.
But it's crazy because a lot of people say the same thing. Like people were yelling, I couldn't hear nothing. A lot of people that are focused, and you obviously go in the ring and you focus on destroying your opponents. Now, you've been knocking niggas down, knocking niggas out. What, how does it feel when you knock somebody down or knock them out? How does that feel?
Honestly, I don't get that. It's only one time where I realized like what happened in the ring is because it's actually against my man Dennis Vance. And actually we cool now, you know.
Yeah.
But before
which one
fight,
is that?
The big white dude with the mohawk.
Big fella. That's the one you kept hitting with the uppercuts.
No, the one before him.
Before him. Okay, I think that's the one on your Instagram. Yeah. Okay, I watched that too.
But he was talking crazy before the fight.
Yeah.
Call me a bitch and all kind of shit. Now like that's one thing. As you can call me whatever you want to, but the second that B word slip out your mouth,
I don't know what it is. It just triggers. Like it triggered. Like as a man, it triggers me. Like I had somebody call me a bitch one time. I said, "What the." Like it just triggered me to choke a motherfucker out after calling me that. I don't know what it is. You can't call me no bitch and just walk away.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I told him like I said I get you trying to hype the fight up, you know. Cool, but watch your mouth, you know. That's the one where I don't play with. I'll smack you at the weigh-in. Like I'm not playing with you in front of your girlfriend.
Was this over social media?
It's over social media. I'm talking wild as hell. Like I said, you could talk to fight, call me a hoe, call me whatever, but the B word I don't play with. He said it again. I said, I'll see you at the weigh-in. So we at the weigh-in, and then I'm about to mush his face off. His girl right there, everything. He seen how serious I was. But in boxing, you know, you're in a contract. I want to smack the shell on right up there in front of everybody. Tell him watch his mouth. And but I told him, I said, in the ring, people, you could talk shit in the ring, you know. So we in the ring, I'm talking the whole time. You can't pick up the cameras, don't pick it up. I'm talking the whole time.
Yeah.
Tell him he a bitch. I'm in his head. I'm gonna fuck your girl after this, you know. I'm talking crazy, man, you know. I'm telling him like I'm beating your ass now. I'm gonna be beating her ass later, you know. He mad as hell. I'm pushing him, and then before the fight, he told me somebody gonna die. It's gonna be me or you, you know. So I told him I'm in the ring, and at one point you can see me like I'm pushing his face in like this, and I remind him what he said. I said, remember, me or you. And it's you. Boom, boom, boom. Hit him and dropped him. And he dropped to the ground. Shit. That's the one time I remember dropping somebody. Because in the video, you can see me standing over him like, I'm calling, get your bitch ass up. I wanted him to get up because I wanted to continue to beat his ass. That's how mad I was. That's the first time ever. And then you can even hear my coach tell him like, usually I'm back to the corner. I'm back calm and shit. My coach even tell me, get back to the corner. And I'm so fucking mad. I want to beat his ass some more. And I'm mad he didn't got dropped. Like, get your whole ass. You was talking too crazy.
Yeah, now you gotta die.
Shit,
you gotta die.
So I'm ready. And that time you could see like my emotions come out when I fight.
Yeah.
You can see the emotion. You can also see, like in the pictures and fights, you can see like how like I'm letting that shit go. Like my emotions are out. You just got me to the fullest extent, and that's what I like too. Like you got me 1,000%. That's who I am. Like you got me at my down to my rear. Like that's me. And you see it you see it how I fight, and that's why I really think I attract people too, because you see it, you can see this is who I am. You see me like I'm vulnerable, 100%, and like that's just it's all of
you
me.
100% in attack mode. What do you desire from boxing? Like you is there any what's your goal in this sport?
Honestly, I get asked that a lot too, and I ain't gonna lie. My goal, I really don't got no goal. My goal really is right now is
You're enjoying the sport.
I'm enjoying it. I love
and
the fight.
that makes it even more scary. That makes that don't make it better. That means you like a belt. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Who I fight, I don't give a fuck about that shit. I just want to fight.
Right.
And that's it. And I enjoy it, and you love it. And then next thing you know, you're gonna end up on top. And you ain't even playing for that. I ain't playing to be at the top. I just like to fight.
Right.
That's very scary. That's oh my God, this nigga gonna be a beast. So like with boxing, man, there's this saying, you could play basketball, you could play football, you could play soccer, you could play tennis, but you can't play boxing.
You can't play this shit. It's not a game.
What do you say to the one nigga that was challenging you at? I said I was gonna bring this up. It was a nigga at Penske. I think y'all cool now.
Yeah, we actually real cool now.
But he was challenging you at Penske, and you put the footage out of you totally fucking this man up.
Right.
Cause he tried. I want to hear the story because I remember the story. I never forgot the story, but I want to hear the story from you. What happened at work? Cause we used to work together.
Yeah. So we was in the aisle. We both know his name. I ain't gonna put him on blast.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do that to him.
And you know he had a mouth on him. You know he got that chip on his shoulder too, like he the baddest. And we in the aisle, and he like you trying to get through, you know? I'm trying to get through. You know, they be parked in the middle, so I'm trying to get through. I'm like, slide over a little bit so I can get through. He ain't move, you know, act like he didn't hear me.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I'm trying to get through. Let me slide real quick. He said, you can wait till I'm done. Pick when I pick, and then you can grab what you need.
Yeah.
I said, nah, bro. I said, we both here to make money. Let me through, you know? He like, nah. He said, you wait until I'm done. And he said, and if you got a problem, we could, I know what it is, and I know what it ain't. So I'm looking at him like, I know what it is, I know what the hell is you talking about? He's like, basically, like, if you want these hands, you can get it, basically, was what he's saying.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm like, so I told him, I said, you know what I do? I said, don't play with me. Like, I'm the last person. I said, if it's one person in here that's gonna beat you, it's gonna be me. You know, 100%. I said, and he got to screaming and yelling. I don't scream and yell. There ain't no reason for me to raise my voice. I already know what I'm gonna do at the end. And I told him, I warned him. I said, look, if you take it this route, we already know we both know what's gonna happen. He said, I don't know shit. I know you gonna get knocked out. I know you this. I said, you raising your voice, you trying to make a scene. You want a crowd. I said, I don't need that. I said, if you really want to do this, I said, come to my gym. You know, we can take care of business. He said, no, I'm a street nigga. I want to do it right here. I said, go ahead. You do what you want to. I said, but I told him too. I said, remember, you got a family. I got a family to raise too. So I don't want to do it here at the end of the day. But if you bring it to that point,
yeah.
I have no
now
problem.
y'all see how nice he is with it though. He like, yo, we got families, we at work. Come on, man. We can do this in the gym. Like he not trying to fight, but he maintain. That's a level head. Now that's fucking scary too. Let's go. Nigga, you was just putting fear in these motherfuckers.
So I told him, I said, we both know the outcome.
Yeah.
I said, you know the outcome, I know the outcome. He said, I don't know the outcome. I said, you know the outcome. Like, let's be honest. I do this. Like, I'm one of the people that saying I do this and I don't do it. I'm saying I do this and I do it for real. Like, you see my clip. I showed you my clips. You see what I do. I told him, I said, I knock people out for fun. Like, this is what I do. I do it too in the streets. So we finally got to the gym.
Yeah.
He's swinging wild. You seen the clip. He's throwing him.
Yeah.
I time him. He finally, I'm reading him. See, what people don't know about boxing is, while you throwing those punches at me, I'm reading your punches.
Every single time.
I'm seeing it coming. You throw that one, okay, that's speed, okay. You throw it again, okay, I see it. Not by the third time, I know how fast it's coming. I know where it's coming. So now I can slip it and I can counter you with a shot.
And that's the art. That's the art of boxing.
That's the art of yeah.
You can read people movements and how they're going to swing,
right?
And what's next, and then you notice people combinations. The 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. If they continue to do the 1-2, hey,
1-2 come with something. 1-2 hook. Everybody get into a pattern, and that's what he did. He wanted to land that big right. He's swinging him out. First one come, I set back. Second one come, I slipped it. By the third time, I got his reading down. But he don't realize I got his reading down.
Yeah.
He brung that bullshit again. He brung it. You heard on clip. Wow. Dropped his ass. He fell to his knee. He got up and then he want to hug. It's too late. I'm not JR at Penske no more. Don't hug me.
I'm in the ring.
Yeah, don't hug. I'm not hugging you. He straightened his headgear back up, hit his ass again. Boom, the headgear fell off his head this time. I'm the kind of fighter I don't give a fuck about your headgear. I grab the headgear, put that bitch back on his head. I want some more. I want you to remember exactly who you was talking to when you was in that aisle. So you remember next time, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know? So you the headgear fall off. I grab that bitch on the ground, put it back on his head. I'm about to go and hit his ass again. He talk about, you good, you got it, you got it, you got
it. Stop, motherfucker. I'm good, nigga.
He said, you got it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
How many times have that ever happened to you where you had to like either bring somebody to the ring or you just had to show them right then and there?
Probably since I've been boxing, probably like no more than 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I like to warn people too. Like, I'm not gonna tell you what I do, but I always tell you like I don't want to fight you. Like, especially when we having fun. Everybody come out to have fun. I'm not here to fight you. So we out in a event, and I'm like, oh, you got a problem with me? I'm like, look, bro, chill out. We not here for that. Let's just have a good night. Let's go home. Let's go back home how we came here. I don't want to come home with a black eye. I don't want to come home fucked up. Let's go home how we came. You know? My shirt, I came out to dress and impress, relax, you know? I don't want to fight you. Now, if you keep on pressing me, like, I ain't no hoe either. Yeah. So you keep on pressing me like, no, let's
but you showing that I don't want to fight, I ain't trying to fight. It makes you look like that, even though you're not that. That is, it's crazy because a lot of people won't translate to that. Like, if we walking in a club or something, and I make a mistake and bump you, and you like, hey man, I'm like, hey man, watch where you going. You like, da 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 da. People don't read that. Like you saying, chill, calm down, man. We ain't got to do all this, da 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 da. But a lot of people have an issue with that. That's crazy to me. I don't understand how people go about just being angry. If you go into a function to chill and relax, then you go into a function to chill. You don't go there to try to. Some people actually come there to do that shit.
Yeah. And those 5 people learned that lesson the hard way. And I'm about to keep. I'm not boosting. I'm not bragging nothing. And those last 5 fights outside the ring, I haven't even used my right hand. 2 of the times I just slapped them. Yeah. Watch your fucking mouth. Out cold. The other 2, I only got to use the jab. I hit it with a jab, fell over. I'm like, it's almost.
That's when you realizing like this is handicap all the way.
It's like, and it's crazy. Like, cause now I tell people, I say, if you're not fighting with 3 people, don't come my way, because it's not fair.
It makes sense.
It's not fair. It's not even fun for me.
Yeah.
So like I said, I was outside. Nah, I'm not big on like white people saying the N word. I mean, but I'm not gonna get out of shape. Like, what you just say? Yeah. I'm not that kind of person. But it depends on how you use it too. It depends if I get out of like the dude use it in the wrong way. You know, my boys was like, my boys did start it. I ain't gonna lie, but they were just talking shit. Shut your whole ass up. You shut up. Get your ass in the car. You know, because they couldn't get in their car. So they like, get in your car. They're like, and then but then they were on racist. They said, get your blank in the car. I'm already in the car. I'm on the phone chilling, you know. I ain't about to be yelling and screaming at people. Like I said, I don't yell. Like, I talk low as it is. You know, when I be talking and people like, speak up. I'm like, I am speaking up. Yeah. Like, how loud do you want me to be? That shit? So I don't be doing all that shit. Yeah. But once you say something I don't like, so I walked over there. I said, which one? Who said that? You know, his boy told me right now. He said it was him. Before he can get the words out, I came across, wow, right, and put him to sleep with a slap. So it's not a fair
Yeah, you
sacrifice.
like, man, you start feeling bad at that point. Like,
Yeah, come
put
on,
these niggas down.
get up, man.
So when you let's go back to boxing. So when you about to get into the ring, how do you prepare for a fight? Like, what's your
Me and my coach usually do about anywhere from 6 to 8 week camp.
yeah?
And how we do it is we start off. After a fight, you don't wanna continue to go hard, get you don't wear your body down.
Mm-hmm.
So we go soft. We transition we go about 3 miles running, about 2-3 hours training. But then as the fight is approaching, like right now, we doing like today I had an hour run, and now it's not a sprint, but it's like a nice high paced run, like treadmill to like 7 for an hour.
Mm-hmm.
But other days we running 5 miles on a treadmill, or we in a ring doing mitts and bags for another 3-4 hours. We doing abs. We doing preparing for the style of the guy I'm fighting.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm adapted to his style now. So my coach will imitate what he do. So fight night I know exactly what I need to do to beat him, type thing.
Okay.
Then we got a second game plan. If that's not working, we know how to get back to a different game plan. So that's really what we do for the next 6 to 8 weeks outside of the fight. And eating, sleeping is all about it. No partying. I'm not out late. I'm in bed by 9:30, 10.
Yeah.
You know, so that's how that worked for that too. That's what they say. Boxing is a selfish sport because you can't. You gotta give this to your all, especially during fight camp. It's either
Of course.
you train hard right here, or you get embarrassed in front of everybody.
How do you find balance with family and
Work and this.
Yeah.
Honestly, man, like I said, we not getting crazy hours there, so it's working out for the benefit now. So I get to do this. I get to work my 8-7 hours. I go spend 3-4 hours with my kids, and I come here for 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. If I gotta go straight from I ain't gonna hold you up too. Some days I only see my kids in the morning before I leave for work, and about the time I get home, my daughters are in school, so
Yeah.
By the time I get home at 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock, they already sleep. So some days I don't get to see them for almost, even though I'm coming home to them every night, they're not up to see me.
How you feel about that?
Honestly, I don't like it. You know, I be sad as hell, and every night I do. I go in there, and I give them both a kiss, tell them they love them. And then, but I ain't gonna hold y'all up. Every night for the last 5 years, my daughter's been alive. They get up in the middle of the night,
Mm-hmm.
and
They come out there and chill with you.
They come
Yeah.
grab me on my bed. They wake me up. Come sleep with me.
Yeah.
And I said, I love my girl, so you know, I'm in a full size bed like this.
Man, I ain't got no room in my bed.
Man.
I tell you that I ain't got no room.
So they got their beds like this,
Yeah.
on the side, and they got a big old like a bean bag, but the bean bag hold all their stuffies.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, when they both want me to sleep with them, I can't sleep with both of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to lay in the middle on the floor on a bean bag, stuffy bag, with both my arms like this, so they
Mm-hmm.
can both feel me touching them.
Yeah.
And as a dad, I love it though.
It's the best feeling.
Yeah,
It's
even
the
though
best.
this is
Comfortable for you. You don't care.
But I want them to feel like at least dad was there. They see me there
Yeah.
in the middle of the night. But boxing is a selfish sport. My bad. It's a selfish sport because you don't got all that time with your kids. Like,
Yeah.
if I didn't have boxing, I could go to work and come home and play with them all day, you know. But some nights it's a sacrifice, and it's something I'm doing right now to benefit them later too. At the end.
Of course. Of course. That working, grinding right now so they can have a better life later. And you're getting to that point. Your name is getting out there. You're getting bigger. Obviously, you're going to different places and people running up to you asking for pictures and stuff like that. Are you prepared for that? Are you prepared for the fame that come with the success of your adventure?
I am, but I do like the people knowing who I am. But at the same time, that's gonna be hard on the,
Yeah.
I'm on I'm about to take my kids to go see the Avatar. Last thing I want to do is I'm about to go take my kids to do something, and I got 100 people running up to me. I'm just trying to enjoy the time I don't get with my family. You know? Like I said, boxing's a lonely sport. Even though you got your coach and stuff, when you get in that ring, it's just you in the end of the day.
Are you in a relationship right now?
Yeah,
you are.
Yeah, taking man.
So it's a lot. It's a lot to it. Your balance has to be perfect in order to. But it's good to have somebody that understand you.
Yeah.
That understand your grind. Like me coming here, my wife is with all 4 of our kids, so she understands that this is something that I love, and and this is something that I gravitate to, and she hates seeing me not being able to do it. Even when I go to the gym and work out, it's like I would have to say, a lot of people say people don't allow you to do anything. My wife allows me to do that because I come back with a more clearer head. And if I'm not doing it, I'm more frustrated. I'm angry. I feel pissed. It's just like I'm missing it. So, but yeah, this is something that you love, and it's cool to find somebody that loves your gift as much as you love your gift and your talent. With that, I wanted to ask you, who would you want to go and get in the ring with now? Who would you think you can get in the ring with now? And what's your what future in the future that you would want to get in the fight, like get in the ring with?
It ain't no man I wouldn't get in there with. I'm ready for anybody.
Anybody who coming for you?
Anybody.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's boxing, but at the end of the day, it's a fight too. It really determines who got the heart at the end of the day. And I refuse to be stopped.
Yeah.
I refuse. Like you said earlier, this is the only sport where you can legally
kill somebody. Yeah.
You know, and I'm not gonna be the person where somebody telling my kids like your dad was a great fighter. He was killed doing something he loved. Nah.
Mm-hmm. Nah. And that's how you studying the other techniques. You're not just learning how to swing. And you're already a great boxer right now. Like, even with the story you just told me about your first time getting in the ring, you already solidified yourself as being excellent and years beyond compare. Like, some people don't learn what you're learning; they learn it like years later. So, but you're understanding the sport and understanding how heavy it is. Did you do you have a good team around you? Do you think you have a good team?
Yeah, I got a great team. You know, very supportive. They definitely, like, they work around my schedule. Like I said, I got a busy schedule. And my coach himself, that man got to be up every morning at 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
We both know how hard it is to get up at 3:00 in the morning to go to work.
That's insane.
But he's here with me here till 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. Training it speaks volumes, you know. That ain't not only that, people realize, like, I'm taking time from my family, but he's taking time from his family too.
Yeah.
And he's working those. And like I said, to be here till 11 o'clock at night, to get up at 3:00 in the morning, to come back here the next day, to do it, and then. While I say I got a great team, he did it before he was getting paid to do it. This is on record. I've never paid my coach, none of my coaches. I never paid none of my coaches.
They just see the talent. They believe in you. They see the talent. Oh, that leads me to something else. You getting all these fights. You got the diamond, the glistening right now.
Right.
So I'm getting blinded. But you doing all these fights, boxing match. Is the money is going up like crazy?
The money going up like crazy, but the crazy thing is I haven't spent one check from boxing. Yeah. So my thing is, like I said, I'm building a lifestyle for my daughters.
Yeah.
Those checks going to them. Yeah. Nobody know that shit. Yeah.
Damn.
That's one of the reasons I still work.
I was gonna ask you that too. I'm like, why you still working? You getting these boxing checks. Wow. How do you feel about Floyd Mayweather? Like, his type, his how he did his legacy. Do you want to go 50-0 and all that, and just?
So my thing is, I'm not worried about 50-0, 40-0. I'm more worried about just fighting.
Just
and honestly, I'm gonna keep my O, no doubt about it.
Hell yeah.
But the money aspect, of course, we in the day, you know, do nothing without no money. So I definitely want to get to that point where he's people don't like him at all, but he a smart businessman.
Man, smart as hell.
You know, you can't doubt that.
That nigga called. I was watching the interview. I listen to a lot of podcasts. He called a private jet like it was an Uber.
That's what I'm saying. You can't doubt that man business. Like, that man business wise is 100 on 100. Excellent. So that aspect, business wise, absolutely. Definitely want to get to him where I can call my own shots, type of shit like that. Getting that kind of money where not only I'm looking at my kids' future, we living lavish too right now.
Mm-hmm.
But that time coming, it's coming soon too. So
You taking off, man. Well, man, this has been great. Is you got anything you want to say to the people before you get off? You got a fight coming up.
December 30th, man. Make sure y'all in that building. Love don't live there. That's my saying. Love don't live there at all. Love do not live here. I'm there to knock him the fuck out and keep the day going. After, we're going to enjoy our night and bring this straight through the New Year's.
We're going to have a good ass time, man. You doing your thing out here, man. For real, for real. Shout out to my nigga right here. No Love Boxing, the one, the only, the champ. Future champ, man. I pray that everything that you desire work out for you, man. Sir. You have it. You are the reason why I do these type of podcasts, these one-off podcasts with other people, is because I see something in you that inspire me. You inspire me to continue to grind. I be sitting there on the phone and I be like, okay, I'm gonna run today. I'm gonna get my workout at the end of the day. And I sit there on the phone. I see you train. I'm looking like, let me get my ass up and go train.
We were supposed to be actually working together.
Yeah, we were supposed to be training.
We're going to get that in soon.
We're going to get that work in, man. I'm going to make sure y'all see it, man. Mm-hmm. But, man, I love it, man. I love it, man. So you keep doing you, man. You got it, man. You got it. But thank you for coming on the pod, man. Hopefully we have you on many more, man. For real.
This is the start.
Yo, peace out, everybody. Stay blessed. We'll see y'all next time.